deal here? Huh?
I prefer medicine,
Prefer medicine? Are you a doctor?
a surgical technologist.
Okay, you're gonna plead to impeding, they're gonna give you, I'm sorry, distracted, they're gonna dismiss the original charge of driving on a suspended, true?
Correct.
To that charge of impeding traffic, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
This courtroom session wastes absolutely no time. Multiple defendants, rapid-fire plea deals, probation landmines, and a judge who's clearly watching every detail. We'll see traffic cases quietly wrapped up, parents facing responsibility for their kids, and then a dramatic turn when a young man with big career dreams suddenly faces a harsh reality check, including 13 outstanding warrants. And just wait until you hear what conditions another defendant has to follow to stay out of jail. Daily sobriety tests, travel restrictions, and strict court supervision. Buckle up, because this docket goes from routine to jaw-dropping fast.
All right, I'm gonna accept this plea. I'm going to assess fines and costs of $175 and pay that today, ma'am?
175?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, go down the hall, take care of that, and you're all set.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Good luck. Did you, do you have Mr. Hayes' case or counsel's case? You have those?
Morning, Judge. I still have to talk to Caitlin. I just stepped up.
Okay. No problem.
I'm putting him in right now with Caitlin, Judge.
Perfect. Thanks,
Okay.
Heather.
Judge, you still need that number?
You know what? Just,
Judge, today's date and time set for pretrial in this matter. We've reached a resolution with the prosecutor's office. They are willing to amend the EWLS down to allow an unlicensed driver to drive. I did talk to Mr. Christopher. He wants to avail himself of the agreement, Judge.
and he's also going to plead responsible to failure to stop assured clear distance with them dismissing the suspend, right?
Correct.
Is that what you want to do, sir?
Yes, sir.
If you plead to, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, that's 0 points. It won't go on your record. Possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail. Costs are all those. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If you plead to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, those are the possible penalties. If you plead to, wait a minute, let me start over. I'm sorry, I'm writing here. If you plead to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, I explain the penalties. You understand those?
Yes, sir.
If you plead to failure to stop assured clear distance, that's a civil infraction, 2-point violation. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
If you plead to those two, I'm dismissing the suspend on motion of the prosecutor. Do you understand me?
Yes.
I can't hear it.
Yes, sir.
Did you sign an advice of rights form today and read it and understand it?
I did not sign one today, but the last time you adjourned my bank, I did sign it.
Gotta have you sign it. Sorry. Why, let me just verbally advise you again. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to a trial by court or jury. You have the constitutional right to a jury trial. You have the right to question their witnesses. You have the right to bring in your own witnesses. You have the right to testify or remain silent. If you remain silent, that silence would not be held against you, but you do have the right to testify. If you plead guilty, you're giving up all those rights. You're waiving the presumption of innocence. You're waiving the requirement that they prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. So if you plead guilty, we're not going to have a trial. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
To the charge of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, how do you plead? On October 31 of 25, were you operating a motor vehicle on Sibley near Inkster in Brownstown, town 7:19 in the morning? And you allowed somebody to drive that was unlicensed, and that was you, correct?
Yes.
To the charge of failure to stop assured clear distance, how do you plead?
Responsible.
And are you on probation or parole?
Yes.
For what?
I'm on probation.
Just tell me for what?
In the movie.
You understand by pleading guilty here, this would be deemed a violation of that probation. That probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated on that charge as a result of this misdemeanor plea and conviction.
Yes, sir.
You still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, sir.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna accept the plea to that charge, accept the plea to failure to stop assured clear distance. Look, I have to set a sentence date because the victim has the right to appear here, okay? Since you were committing a misdemeanor at the time of the civil infraction. So they would be entitled to restitution if they don't have insurance or it isn't covered. Depends on a multitude of factors. But Heather, we need to make sure that the victim is notified, and then you can give me a sentence date on a Brownstown docket.
That will be January 28th at 9:45.
Okay? January 28th at 9:45, okay? You understand that, sir? All right. Are you talking to your lawyer or are you talking to me?
I was talking to my lawyer. Judge, Mr. Christopher was asking if it's possible that he could come in earlier than that.
I have to set it on, I have to set
Not the
it.
date, but the time.
Yeah, we can do earlier. Geez, somebody wants to come earlier. It's amazing.
Could I work on the farm?
That's fine. Can you come at 8:30?
Yeah.
I'll do 8:30 for you. You'll be here at 8:30 though, right?
Yes, sir.
Good enough. Go down the hall, get your notice and you're all set. I'm not ordering a pre-sentence or anything, okay? Thank you.
Thanks. What was the name on that?
Christopher Hall. Call him. Jennifer Renee Pauses. 25B149163. Your name, ma'am?
Office.
All right, so this is a parental responsibility. Prosecutor moves to dismiss. One of the three vehicles hit with rocks was damaged, but victim did not respond. Prosecutor's letter or phone call. Per defendant, son has been punished for incident. How old's your son?
9 years old.
Yeah. That's not big.
I know.
I mean, I hate to see you guys charge you with this stuff, though, on this kind of thing. If you're not sending them to school, we're not guarantors of our children's behavior, but I hope you did punish them. Have a nice day. Best of luck to you. Thank you. Whittle, Timothy Jamie Whittle, 25B148379A, B, and C.
Good morning, Judge Matthew Dick, Grand Rapids for Whittle. Mr. Whittle, state your full name. Timothy W. Whittle.
All right, let me just, give me 1 second. So defendant pled guilty as charged to possession of a controlled substance.
Yes.
He had cocaine and then he gave the wrong name, so false information. And also, let me just make sure that, yeah, that was the plea to that charge. And then also he pled guilty to driving on a suspended. So those are the convictions. Give you a chance to review the report with them, the pre-sentence or screening and assessment. And are there any material additions or corrections?
We had a chance to review the report, Judge. With regard to the recommendation, he has no corrections, omissions, or deletions. I would note, however, Judge, Mr. Whittle is 24 years old. He does own his own business. He earns about $500 a week from that business. He's a general contractor. He just currently got engaged. He does have one daughter, the 7, that he shares custody with the child's mother. He did graduate high school, Judge, in 2019, and he is currently enrolled at the Washington Community College, working towards a degree in finance. This is Mr. Whittle's first drug-related conviction, Judge. With regard to the with the probation term, that I've gone through with him, and he's aware of all the requirements that are required of him, so we'd ask the court to adopt them.
Anything, Mr. Whittle?
I want to say that about my molesting. I want to say that I'm molesting. I was young at the time, and I've been maturing 3 years, trying not to mess up no more. Things that I messed up before.
I'm disappointed you don't have more warrants.
Judge, according to Mr. Little, he did take care of the one at the 48th District Court. I don't know why that's not reflected on the current lien. But I did make him aware of the other outstanding units, and he had assured me that he will take care of those in a timely manner, Judge.
You're going to college and you want to go into finance and you're treating courts like they're
I'm the finance degree just so I can get in law school. I don't get a lawyer.
well, you can't go to law school with this kind of nonsense going on. Are you kidding me?
Everything needs to be in by February 6th. That's all of them.
You seem like a nice kid. What are you doing here? You're acting like a fugitive, though. Well, come on. You gotta analyze better than that. I mean,
It's not an excuse, but my mom passed away a couple of years ago, and ever since she passed away, I was making bad decisions. Like, I finally got my head on straight now.
is your father in your life?
I'm in contact with him. He doesn't stay with me.
He what?
I'm in contact with him, but he doesn't stay with me. He's in Missouri.
I'm sorry about your mother. You seem like a really nice kid. Don't do stupid things, right? They come back and haunt us. They really do. I mean, you can't do this, you know? How'd you crash your vehicle?
I was driving on 75 and right by the big exit right there. Somebody drove past me and hit my back tail bumper. And then it was like icy out. So instead of like regularly swerving into the ditch, it flipped over.
Who's the prosecutor in this? Were there other cases involved in this? How many cases?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I mean, what other files did he have? Can you tell me, Heather, how many other files he had? She didn't make him plead to all three as charged.
With the A, B, and C files, Judge, is that what you're regarding?
I got 5E148379, A, B, and C, and I'm just asking, arising out of this offense date, what else did he get charged with, if anything?
On this date, let's see, he's got
February,
the B and C, but
December 1 of 21.
let me look. December 1 of 21. He has a 21 case, but it's not a, gosh, he's got a few things here. I'm looking, Judge.
Sadie. Let me just have Sadie pull this up real quick. I want to see his whole record. Can I?
Yeah, because
Can I
I'm
see
seeing
it on
stuff from
mine?
May of 21.
Can you
Then
get that
he-
on my screen? There we go. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Call in the prosecutor, will you? Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. He had. Wait a minute. Yeah, these were 25 cases. He just didn't show up on them. So she dismissed a no ops and no proof. Your appearance, Mr. Whittle has been very, 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 let's just call it irresponsible. He got 13 warrants out for his arrest. But I think he's eligible for 7411. You willing to offer him that?
As long as it's eligible, Your Honor. I don't think I reviewed the file.
Pardon?
I don't believe I reviewed the file.
Because it was set for sentencing.
It's a sentencing today, and you plot him out earlier. Let me just double check his criminal history here. I mean, what are you, I have no business sticking my nose in for you. You know that? Are you listening to me, Mr. Whittle?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
I have no business sticking my nose in. You're acting like a fugitive. You don't show up. He tells me he wants to go to law school. I mean, I'm just, huh? What?
It's gonna be up there, but
Well, grow up. You gotta grow up. I'm willing to take it under 7411 if you want to move for that. You want to look at anything in here?
Problem was, this was a global resolution. Mr. Widow had another exact same case, so I dismissed that possession charge entirely.
Where was that at?
I think it was also this year.
you have another drug case?
No, Your Honor.
I don't think he did. Not in here, not in this court.
If I could just
I'm
review,
gonna let you review the file, okay? Review the file and tell me what you think. Mr. Whittle. Grow up. Here, Sadie, can you hand her those, please? Do we have Grosjean out there yet? People against,
I let him know Your Honor, I told him to get a detective in.
Yvonne John Regner, 25B 149897. Mr. Hall, come on up.
Sorry, I didn't restroom.
No problem. Christopher John Hall, 24I-721-000.
That's not my middle name.
Or Christopher Thomas Hall. You know, when you get old, you start to misread things like that. Okay, I'm sorry. 24I-721-000. Mr. Hackett, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. If it pleases most honorable court, William Hackett, P 65962 on behalf of Mr. Christopher Hall.
Your name, sir?
Christopher Thomas Hall.
Detective?
Detective Del, yes.
All right, so I have here what? OWI 3 and the next count of OWI 3. The first is high BAC. So for purposes of arraignment, does he stand mute, waive formal reading?
My client will waive the formal reading. My client will stand mute as support that under not guilty plea on my client's behalf.
Sir, I'm going to advise you of your rights. You have the right to remain silent. You do not have to say anything. If you say something in or out of court, whether orally or in writing, it can be used against you. You also have the right to be represented by your lawyer, not only today, but at all subsequent court proceedings. Also, if you choose to submit the question with law enforcement officials, you do have the right to be represented by a lawyer at that questioning. Do you understand them?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have the right to a probable cause conference within 14 days. You have the right to a preliminary examination within 7 days thereafter. At the probable cause conference, your lawyer will discuss the case with the prosecutor. At the preliminary examination, they have to prove that the crimes were committed that you're charged with and that you were the one who probably committed the crimes. If they prove that, you'll be bound over for further proceedings to the circuit court. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Probable cause conference, you're gonna be in front of Judge Hessen on this. It's gonna be January 27th at 9:30, preliminary exam, February the 3rd at 11, okay?
Judge, on the PCC conference, I have 3 matters scheduled that morning.
Where at?
I'm in Macomb County at 9 a.m.
Do they let you do them by Zoom?
Pardon?
Do they let you do
I
the?
can do Zoom, yes.
Well, why don't I make it a little bit later in the morning? And if you can get done with these, we can make it 10:45 if that's okay with you. If you think you can do it.
I'm in Carroll as well in the afternoon, so that would be very good, Judge.
Yeah, 10:45, January 27th, February 3rd at 11. Okay, let me hear your argument for bond here. Where's he been? Why didn't he show up? This warrant was issued.
I included with the advice of rights, a letter from Redemption Road Recovery Center for Men in Kentucky. That's where my client has been since January of 2025. He's been in recovery at Redemption Road. I also.
Am I reading this letter from the lawyer, Paul Baker?
Paul Baker he's affiliated with Redemption Road. My client has been working with his construction company while he's doing residential recovery. He's completed program down there, and he made arrangements to come back up here, and
Does he live in Kentucky?
he has been living in Kentucky since January of 2025, when he checked into the Recovery Center for Men.
When did you find out about this warrant, sir?
After I was already there, Your Honor.
I know, but you should have called here and had us Zoom do this.
Because I had contacted the court when I was contacted by my client's father, just prior to him finishing the 6-month program before he went into the recovery. Recovery living. And he just got to the point where he's strong enough to be able to lead and to be here. He's had a year of sobriety. And he wants to take care of this and move on with his life, Judge. He came up here voluntarily.
But he's still Okay, he's listed on Grange Road. He's not living on Grange. He's living, do you have a father or mother that lives there by chance?
My girlfriend lives there, and that's where I was gonna have the mail sent. I'm in contact with her, because I don't have a residence here, I have residence in Kentucky. And I plan to stay until this is completed and I can go back, because I can't, there's no means for me to go back and forth, back and forth.
Wait a minute, you plan to stay in Kentucky?
Permanent. But while the court proceedings are going on, I was going to stay here.
I see. Okay, what else do you want to say?
Judge, he's been working, he's been sober, he's been tested quite frequently.
What does he do for a living?
He was doing construction work down in Kentucky, building houses. And Mr. Baker owns the construction business. Since he's been here, just before Christmas, he's been going to Thrive, which is
Sir, you gotta take your hat off.
Christian Recovery Center.
All right, I've heard enough. I'm gonna give him a personal bond here. Sir, I'm gonna give you a $10,000 personal bond, but there are strings attached to it. You cannot leave the state without consent of the court. You can leave by the way, you don't have an objection to that, do you? You cannot leave the state without consent. I'm gonna let you go to Kentucky without consent. You cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. We'll send your mail, Heather. Make sure you make a note of that to the Grange address, since that's where he's gonna be living during the pendency. Also, you have to go to AANA at least 3 times a week. That's gonna be in person. And also,
Oh, sorry.
you have to be on a SoberLink device by the end of the day. Okay? So they're gonna explain to you where to do that, where you can get that. You're gonna have to go out to Livonia. So you have to be on a SoberLink device by the end of the day. It's a machine you're gonna blow into 5 times a day, okay? And that's it. What did you want to bring up?
Judge, my client has been involved with this Thrive Christian Recovery Group out of South Point Church in Trenton. He really didn't have a whole lot of success with the AA program. This is a recovery program that's Christian based, that's similar to what he's.
Okay, what did you call that again?
Part,
What did you call that again?
it's called Thrive, and it's a part of South Point Church in Trenton. The right case is. Tom is associated with it.
I'm just gonna say, or any combination of AA/attendance at the Thrive program, okay?
That's
So 3 times a week you have to go though, okay? Either way. You understand? Is there any problem with that? Do they have it 3 times a week?
No, they do not. They only have it 1 time a week.
Okay, so you're gonna have to still go to AA twice a week then, okay? All right? Good luck. Anything else, Mr. Hackett?
No, Judge.
You'll be in front of Judge Hester when you come back. If you want to wait around, I'll take a couple pleas and I'll do the search warrant.
No problem, be in the room. I just want to remind you that he does not have a valid license, so, and his places that he's going to make sure he has a ride.
Yeah, you got to revoke the license. You realize that you can't drive, right, sir?
Yes, I do understand.
Okay.
He hasn't been driving.
I'm not saying he was. I'm just reminding him. All right. Good luck. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'll
Teresa,
get the Zoom information at the county. For the
PCC, yes. Because they're going to give you Judge Hessens.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Teresa Lativia Hurst. 5B149712A and B. Okay. How you doing, ma'am? Your name? You don't have a lawyer, right? Who's your lawyer?
Sure, he like had to sign a piece of paper if he knows enough.
All right, well, I'm gonna have to wait for him, okay? So why don't you have a seat right there at the table, and when he walks in, call your case. Height?
Today's docket shows just how fast courtroom fortunes can shift. From quick traffic pleas to probation threats, parenting cases dismissed, and a defendant nearly derailed by a stack of ignored warrants. We saw a judge mix firmness with empathy, offering second chances through programs like 7,411 and personal bonds, while making it crystal clear that future mistakes won't be tolerated. Every ruling here carried consequences, whether it was fines, sentencing dates, or strict sobriety monitoring. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns coming soon.